story came first, and how in the world are they related? Was one just a copy of the other? Let's just frame the question directly, because there are really two major ways of looking at this. Was the Genesis story a Hebrew adaptation of a popular Mesopotamian myth that was already out there? Or is it possible that both stories are just different echoes of a single real historical event, and that Genesis actually saved a more accurate version? The first piece of the puzzle is the timeline itself. You can see here that the earliest Mesopotamian flood stories we found, like the Atrahasis epic, go all the way back to around 1600 BC. The traditional date for Moses writing Genesis is about 200 years later, and the most famous version of Gilgamesh comes even later than that. So this order, Mesopotamia first, Genesis second, is the foundation for the first major theory. So the first view, which a lot of scholars hold, is that the Hebrew writers probably knew about these older, super popular Mesopotamian stories. I mean, they were everywhere. The argument goes that the writers of Genesis took the basic plot points, the hero, the boat, the animals, sending out the birds, and then totally reframed it. They turned a pagan myth about cranky gods into this powerful, monotheistic story about morality, judgment, and divine love. But then there's the second view, which argues the complete opposite. This theory suggests that a real, historical, global flood actually happened, and every culture just remembered it differently. In this view, the Mesopotamian stories are the corrupted, legendary versions of that true event. And the people who hold this view point out that Genesis is written like a history book. It's very sober, full of names, dates, and precise measurements, while the myths were always being changed for entertainment value. So they would argue Genesis isn't an adaptation, it's the preserved, accurate history. So we have this amazing academic debate raging on.